I've spent the past few months testing flutes of all levels, and today I'm going to give a specific flute review on this budget-friendly flute from the Fesley Music Company, and one in particular available in black and gold. Let's learn all about it in this Fesley Flute Review. I'm Rebecca Fuller, the online expert and instructor of the Learn Flute Online programs as well as this channel. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell because more videos are coming out regularly here to help you on your flute playing journey. I'll help you achieve that beautiful sound you're reaching for, and today I'd like to talk about the line of flutes that I've been testing over the past few months. Now, depending on who you are and what level of education you have, you may be kind of wondering what I'm doing showing these so-called China-made, sold on Amazon student model flutes. Well, I will tell you why. It's because you're all seeing them and wondering if they're any good, and you're asking me about them. So I'm going to give you some really good answers today. I've had some companies reach out and show me their flutes lately, and I'll have to tell you that I've been more impressed than I thought I would be. Now, with that being said, there are some things that you need to know about these types of flutes so that you can make a decision for yourself and enjoy what you're playing on. You can spot one of these types of flutes on Amazon a few different ways, with the first being the price point. If you see a flute for less than $200, you know it's most likely made in China with lower quality materials. But does that mean that it won't play well? Well, not necessarily. We'll stick around to find out what this means for you though if you own one and you play on one, because I'll show you what to do and how to get the most out of the money you've spent for it. Now, this particular flute I'm showing you today is very pretty. It has a black body and gold keys and a silver lip plate. I personally really like the way it looks. It comes in a really lightweight yet very secure zipper case. And when you receive it, the mechanism comes secured with tiny little shims to keep everything in place during shipping. So if you receive a flute like this in the mail and try to take it out and start playing it without removing all the little shims, you'll find that it just doesn't work. Just unpackage it and gently pull each one out and you are ready to go, assuming you know what to do. And speaking of what to do, let me help you. I have a free series of lessons that will take you right from the very beginning, day one of flute playing. And not only will I get you going step by step, but I'll show you how to properly assemble, disassemble, and take care of it so that it will stay in as good of shape as possible and last you for many days, weeks, and years of beautiful music making. So one thing I noticed as I hold this flute is that it's really light. Much lighter than the other quality brands that I've used before and use in my studios, and that's because of what this is made of. And speaking of what it's made of, we need to take a pause for a moment and learn that flutes are usually made of a mix of metals, including nickel. And nickel is also a common skin allergen. Now, I noticed that this one feels balanced and nice, and if you're new, this will feel okay and not too heavy for you. And that's another subject for another day. So the first few times I've played it, I noticed that I have to use all of my technical skills to make it really sing. And it does. Listen. And you can sound like this also on this flute. I'll show you how. I've tested the low range. And the middle range. A little higher. And even higher. All of the keys are functioning, and I can't detect that any of the pads are leaking. I played this flute on and off for a few weeks, and I let some of my students test it also, but they all agree that it's pretty and it would be a nice option for a time in your life when you need an extra flute on hand, especially to travel with. As I went deeper into playing more high-level music on this flute, I noticed a couple of downsides. One of them being that the A-sharp key is really kind of high and stiff, and I can't get it to perform as quickly as I need it to. It's really quite hard to press, and it would take some finesse to get trilling also with the pinky key. Now, most beginners don't need to use that A-sharp key for quite a lot of years, so that really may not be a factor at this moment. But the Fesley Music Company, who makes this flute, can hopefully take this feedback and fix that little feature up. Now, here are a few more playing tests so you can listen for yourself. Oh my gosh, it's a little harder. Let's get a good one. So all in all, I think you can make this flute sound pretty nice. And if you love the way it looks, you probably also will love the pricing of it. I've noticed it hovering not too far above $100 US on Amazon. So what are the drawbacks to using a flute like this Fesley black and gold flute on Amazon? Well, usually there are inconsistencies in the product that everyone receives. Well, I really can't speak to this right now because I've only received one of them so far and I like it. As we play the flute, our mechanism moves, up and down a lot. And over time, things can kind of come a bit out of adjustment. And this is why we need help keeping our instruments in tip-top shape. And now I'm going to go to a definite plus of an instrument like this one, and that's the price point. Now, if you can play it, love it, and keep it in great shape for as long as possible, it will be a no-guilt purchase. Let me help you learn what you need to know to keep flutes in great shape. A flute that's in mint condition will play well and serve you for many years. How you play it and care for it either shortens or prolongs its life, for sure. So thanks for being here and enjoying all the flute content that I put out to this flute learning community. Remember that we can learn flute online. In fact, we can learn really well and very quickly. Let me help cut the learning curve for you so that you can join in playing all of that beautiful music that you've been wanting to your whole life. Like and comment on this video because it helps you and the others just like you see and have a chance to learn to play the flute and feel the satisfaction that comes along with it. I want to help you with your journey. The Learn Flute Online programs give you the ability to discover the flute 24/7 on your own schedule, your own pace, your own time, and from the comfort of your own home, and also if you're looking to improve more quickly than bouncing around on your own. Inside the members area at Learn Flute Online, you get to start in the silver level, then move into the gold level where you will no doubtedly gain all of the technical skills you need to play music on a very solid foundational level. The next level is intermediate, and yes, we go into the advanced level and even advanced 2 levels here as well to give you full proficiency. We have genre-specific mini courses to enjoy as well as a super fabulous jazz house. Basically, we are the bomb.com as far as the best place on earth to enjoy the progression and discovery of flute playing. We have a large community and we invite you to join us. So thanks for being here today for this Fesley Black and Gold flute review. I have a link here in the description and I hope to see you again very soon inside the membership walls of learnfluteonline.com. Bye now.